What the fudge is up, Kyles? We're back with another episode of Thru The Ropes podcast talking about AEW Dynamite. But wait, hold on, I need to reconvene. And AEW Kyleision. Yeah! I thought about that at work, thought about it all day. So what is going on, guys? We are going to be talking about those today. Yeah, we had a pretty good episode of Dynamite and Collision. Nothing too heavy, but it's all setting up for All In. It was pretty decent. It can't, not all shows can be Grand Slam Mexico, unfortunately. Today, you are joined by the XP World Champion. The title's over there. It's hot, and I'm not picking it up. I am main event RJ, and I am joined by the Wagon Warrior, Michi Black.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you doing,
What's
Michi
good,
Black?
my boy? I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. We had like a good week of actual graps from the dub.
Yes.
Now, I'm not saying like we always do. We always like to give like a little synopsis of what the week was like. It was an alright week.
Yep.
It wasn't like a banger, but it definitely wasn't the worst.
Definitely was.
And Collision, I'm a whole believer that Collision could be what the Friday Night Delight on the Fed side is. I really feel like it could, but they ain't there yet, and that's cool because they moving towards that direction.
We'll get to why towards the end when we start talking about it. I know one good reason why it ain't the B show that it can be, but we'll get there when we get there. So should we just start straight from the beginning to start this episode? We started off with the Young Bucks. Young Bucks were on screen, right? It started out with Young Bucks. Young Bucks are on screen. They're talking a lot of schmack. Talking about Will and Swerve, how they have a tag team match at the second half of the show. But then they decided, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Will Ospreay's music plays, and I love the way that they did this. Ospreay comes out. He's still doing his wrist tape. His boots aren't laced up, and he's trying to hurry up. He's trying to match the crowd with the song and everything. I love that. I love when they do that angle of starting the match when they aren't ready for it. But not gonna lie to you, Swerve didn't commit. Swerve didn't commit to me for this because he came out putting a t-shirt on, fair, but then he took it off the second he got in the ring. So like, I think he needed to do a little more. He couldn't do exactly what Ospreay does because that was more Ospreay's personality. But I feel like he could have been doing his wrist tape or something. He just put the t-shirt on, jumped up, took the t-shirt off. Like, I guess
you have to think about Swerve's character. He's usually either has like a big coat on or something. He didn't have that. He just had a shirt.
He stayed ready, so he had to get ready.
Yeah, exactly.
I get that. I just feel like the tape could have been something where he was like doing his left hand or something where like it was just like that. It just felt like he put his shirt on, took it off. But that is also very fair. He is very dangerous, so why would he not always be ready for something like that? Mm-hmm. It fits the character. They had a match against Vanilla Baby, and I forget his name every time. What's his
Lee? Don't disrespect my guy.
I'm not disrespecting.
Hold on. Big shotty Lee Johnson.
There's a lot of people on the planet. I can't keep all these names together. They had what I thought was a really good tag match. It was a lot of fun. It was almost it was almost like a mirror version of like it was Will and Swerve were the big time named powerhouses, and then the other two, which were like another white and black guy. But they were like, lower on the card. It was like, I like that. That visual was fun. And also, all four of them are just incredible. We love those matches when they come together. And they had a lot of fun spots in this that a lot of people
There's
missed.
only one spot I didn't like. There's
Really?
only one spot I didn't like in this match.
Fair.
One spot. All
Which
right,
was?
don't kill me. You're probably going to be the one to be like, man, what? That spot was amazing. But I didn't like when my guy Vanilla Bay was walking on the ropes. Like, I get it. But as long as he did it, I was like... That's kind of overkill.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm nitpicking. Sorry. Maybe I'm just nitpicking. But, like, that was just the one that I didn't like.
Maybe, but I mean, if it's not what you like, it's not what you like at the end of the day. So, I mean, it was like, I didn't mind it, but I didn't really care about it. Eventually, the Bucks come out to distract them. It kind of works. It wasn't going to work. They're not pinning Swerve or Ospreay right now. So,
what if they did, though?
I thought they might have. I thought when the Bucks came out, they might have. And I was like, you know what? But no, they weren't going to. After the match, they ended up challenging them to a match at All In. We kind of figured. Makes sense. It's a big-time match for them. What? Were we skipping something? Did I skip something?
Yeah. Like, I'm usually the person that skips so. How you go miss when my guy, Will Ospreay, no, sorry, Swerve, my man went back just so Will get hit the. I guess you wouldn't call it. You can't call it the hidden blade because
it is.
They're not hidden.
I don't think he differentiates. I think they're both the hidden blade. Behind the back, in front, it's the hidden blade regardless. I think.
Okay, listen. I didn't want to get attacked online if I didn't address it. But yeah, he hit the.
Will Ospreay made that move in 1932, and he actually, it's like, okay, dude, relax. We all like wrestling. We get it. You like books. We like matches. There's a difference.
Nah, but that spot was definitely tough. I just wanted to highlight that shit was really creative. Like, I haven't seen nothing like that in a long time. Just the fact that, like, I was expecting it, and then just to see Swerve just do all of that and pop back up, I think that was tough. I just wanted to put the highlight that.
So, question, though. What move does Ospreay put the hidden blade on for Swerve? Because he did it with Hangman in the Buckshot. He did it with Kenny and the One-Winged Angel. What move does Swerve do that Will Ospreay hits the count with the hidden blade at the same time? Well, I think we said it before that the Swerve stomp would be a crazy one to do. But low key, after seeing that kip up spot, might be able to do it. I say they get in the ring and test it a few times. I think they can do it. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a nice one. But if they can't, because again those timings are weird. What do you think? Which move do you think they're adding the hidden blade to?
Trying to think.
Right?
These kids. I don't know what else will be that Swerve does. I'll be like, damn, that shit's crazy. Because Swerve's pretty agile already.
You could do big pressure because he holds him up like that, the hidden blade, and then he flips him over on it. I think that's the only one you could really do it on. I mean, that'd be kind of gas. I mean, regardless, these two in a tag match with the Young Bucks, I'm popping for everything regardless. But I feel like
that
or big pressure.
Either that or definitely be a Swerve stomp.
Oh, the house call? Because the jump kick in the air as he like claps him into with the hidden blade could be that one too.
Okay, we might hit that song.
Got some options, Will. I'm just saying it's time for you two to get in the ring and start figuring it out, right? But yeah, the Bucks. So they made it official? Ospreay and Swerve versus the Bucks with the EVP titles on the line. Questionable. I love that. Though. Do they get the title of EVPs, or do they just get them removed from the Bucks so they can't do it anymore? Because they didn't say.
I think they'll get the title. I mean, I'm assuming if it's for the EVP status, that whoever wins get the status, and they're like the runners of the company. But now, are we really going to have the Young Bucks lose, even though it's all for story, But do we have the Young Bucks lose, and we have Will and Swerve run the dub? And what would that mean for the Bucks?
I just think this is a way to get them away from this gimmick. I'll be honest with you. That's what
that's going to be my next question, because I'll be like, I feel like the only thing I can see is them getting away from being the EVPs. Yeah. Like, that's the only thing I can think of.
That's why I don't think they get the title for winning. I think they just want to get it off the Bucks so they can stop messing with people's matches and stuff. I think, but could be wrong about that.
But what? Fucking Swerve and... Oh my God, bruv is just gonna hold. They're just gonna hold the EVP stats like their tag titles or something?
I just think they don't win it. I just think they just go on and they just it's almost like you guys are on our level again, so you can stop acting like you're better than everybody, and that was it.
So do you think they're gonna pull a hook, like a hook thing when he won the FTR? I said FTR, FTW strap.
I don't think so. Like again,
I just think retires it.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just a way to retire the gimmick without them just going like, yeah, we don't want to do this anymore. Like they beat. It's like if we beat you, you're no longer the EVPs. Like you'll still be an EVP, but you're not the EVPs like on screen anymore. And then they're gonna come out. They're gonna be in rainbow pants again. Oh, I can't wait. I love those Bucks. But yeah, no, I mean it could be that they could do like a 2-man power trip type thing with Will and Swerve. I don't see how that story goes post All In, but hey, I'm just enjoying the ride as we get there. To be fair, to be honest.
So much, bro. Now, but I do have a question though, because like real quick before we move on to the next topic, if Bruv and Swerve win, will they abuse their power for a little bit, and we get maybe a taste of Bruv actually turning heel? Just a taste. He doesn't fully commit, but he does some heelish shit, and you're like, hey, yo, bruv, you don't usually do this.
But I need this match tonight. So you can do that. And I also think you could do a thing where with Swerve and Will having equal amount of power in the company, Will being the good versus Swerve's really dastardly evil stuff, kind of counteracting each other, like getting in each other's way. I just don't know how long you can hold that for, though. Like I don't see how that gets
long.
either of them to the world championship at the end of the day.
They could think it'll be long. I think you'll give it like a good 2 months. Give it a full 2 months. Like it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be on like a pay-per-view type level or anything. Does it? He tries shit. It kind of works, but he doesn't get like the full like AEW strap or nothing like that. He just does some heelish shit just to test the waters, and then he goes back to normal.
It'd be really funny. They come in the Dynamite after All In, and Tony Khan stops him and goes, "Hey, you can't be EVPs unless you start investing in the company," and they both just give it up. They're just like, never mind, we don't want it anymore. And they just go back to being wrestlers just instantly without even like them cutting a pro. That'd be funny. I think that'd be really funny. But I mean, there's always options. Swerve then hits a swerve stomp on the Bucks and a bunch of security guards that they had coming out, which results in the Bucks suspending Swerve, which we all know is just time off because they have a lot of work to do. He's probably gonna do some PR stuff. Probably go on the news again and just talk at every news station they want him on because he's really good at that stuff. It makes a lot of sense. It kind of relates to what happens towards the end, where you're kind of getting your stars not necessarily off TV, but giving them breaks to either go do other stuff or rest up for the big show that comes in like 2 weeks, dog.
I'm about to say it makes sense. Like this. I'm about to say the Jones only about 2 weeks away. I'll give him a break too. Forever, I wouldn't be shocked. Next week? I wouldn't be shocked if we didn't see Bruv.
Right.
I wouldn't be shocked if we did see Young Bucks. I really wouldn't be shocked if we had like a skeleton crew for next week, all next week, like for Dynamite Collision, and maybe the following week because everyone's preparing. Or maybe the Go Home show, everyone's there. Sorry,
I think
the Go Home show, everyone's there.
We're gonna get a lot more setup matches for the other match because they haven't really announced any more matches. They got the 2 Casino Gauntlet matches. Gas, by the way, 2 of them.
Gas.
I'm so excited.
Gas.
The tag match, Kenny's match, the main event, and then Kenny Okada, and then not Kenny Okada, Hangman Moxley. So, I mean, they've got a lot of stuff to set up. Also, they're still doing qualifying matches, which we'll get to for the Casino Gauntlet match, which I love that they do that, by the way. Miss those for events like this. I think they should do that more on the other side of the pond. I love a good qualifying match. I think it puts so much stake on a random TV match. Kind of enjoyed the 4-way
on a random
format.
Wednesday.
Yeah, kind of enjoyed the 4-way format, but I mean, it's I understand why you don't do like a bunch of singles matches for it, because I mean, only 2 people would start the match. Like at the end,
it'll take so long.
Yes, sir, it would. This one is a quick one for me, because I don't think you really give a shit. Kota Ibushi's back. That's Kenny Omega's golden lover right there. I love that. That match is already good. Adding Ibushi's better. He had a match with Trent Beretta, and it was a match with Trent Beretta, and it's not a good look for Ibushi. Like if I was trying to sell you on Ibushi, could not give you an AEW match. I've watched them; they're not great. So I'm not saying you have to like Ibushi. I'm just saying don't hold this one against him because it's not his. I always say it's not his fault. Yeah, it's just not that crazy. But that leads to next week, which we'll get Ibushi Okada, which I'm hoping he shows out for, please, because it's kind of hard to justify Ibushi hype when he's doing that.
Like I never got the hype against with Trent. Like I thought he was real mid. I still think he's mid. I watched his match to entirety because I'm like, all right, maybe I'm just being harsh. Nah, I think bro's just mid. Like nothing against him, he's just mid. Ibushi, as I say all the time, I'm fairly new to the outside of WWE realm when it comes to wrestling. But I did do my homework though and looked at Ibushi. He's alright.
Gas in Japan, but when he's in the US, it's like, maybe don't focus too hard on his matches.
Listen, that's what I say. He's alright. Like he's gonna face Okada, which I'm becoming a real Ringmaker fan right now.
Yeah.
Like I can't, bro. I'm telling you, in the beginning, as you know, I thought bro was funny, and I said I gotta see bro start wrestling because you can't keep calling people a bitch all the time, and you're the one being a bitch and running away from folks.
3-star Okada's been great though.
Absolutely, bro. He's right now. I see that like a good maybe 60% now as full capacity because I've been seeing like him just move up the totem pole every week.
Yeah.
I hope though
He keeps
this, yes, because I need to see him at 100% all in where he just puts it all out there. Because bro, I really think he could wrestle.
He can. Oh yeah, he's one of Japan's biggest stars, or he was, I guess, before.
Mm-hmm. I mean, have you not heard of Zack Sabre?
Well, I'd say his growth was after Okada left. I mean, he was definitely a big star, but also, he is Japanese versus Zack Sabre, who's not. So it's kind of not
that makes sense.
Tilted, but it is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a little bold on this one. We've got Ricochet recruiting AR Fox, and I put recruiting in air quotes because
he is hilarious for that.
He liked him for a second. He was
for a second,
dapped him up. They ended up challenging Jetstream to just. I love Jetstream. The more and more.
Flag gonna play.
What? What else?
Jet Speed.
Yes, Jet Speed. What did I type Jetstream? Because I feel like I did.
Oh my god.
I might have. It doesn't matter. Jet Speed. Because I feel like I've done that all day today too. Because I was like, no, Jet Speed. I still got on camera and still said Jet. Whatever. You know what I meant.
Yes.
Just a really fun tag match. And Michi, you want to talk about the ending? Because that's your boy, right? Why you do that?
Man.
Why you do that?
Man. Mind you, I literally tweeted like a couple minutes before. I said, bro, this is the team we need. I said, this is the team I never thought we needed, bro. As I'm sending the damn tweet, bro, literally this man just leaves. I'm like, what the fuck? He leaves. But however, before we get into the bad, AR was doing this thing.
Oh, dude, AR's so good. I love that he's getting
He's
TV time.
so good, and I'm so happy that he's getting rewarded for all the shit that he's been doing these past few months. Who've been watching for the past year. We've been saying AR needs his time, and I'm glad he's getting his time now in a actual. What's what I'm looking for? A decent storyline. He's not hooked up with Top Flight. We miss you, Top Flight. But he's not hooked. He's not like stuck on them. He's on his own. So with Ricochet, who's a damn near another star.
Damn near. He's arguably one of their biggest stars. I'll be dead honest.
Listen, I'll get crucified if I say he's a full star. I think he's a full star.
Okay, fine. Put me up there. I say he is a full star. I'd say the only reason he's not in the AEW World Title picture is because there's just so many people up there. But
that's
put him
fine.
Up there like next year, not next year, the end of this year. Yeah, I see him.
That's fine. There's other people. You already got stories going on.
Yeah.
Rico came. He literally's pulling up on a year that he's been here. Next month, if I'm not mistaken. Like, bro was getting himself together while we already had a storyline going. But I think this time next year, he should at least have one title reign holding the AEW one shirt. At least one.
Hell, he could beat Kenny Omega for that undisputed title. Is it undisputed or unified? The unified title.
I'm gonna say unified, King.
Yeah, I hate the name. I hate that they're changing the belt, but whatever. That's for when all it is over, and I'm complaining that the belt is ugly, but the match is good. I need to see somebody hold it. I just need to, because I in my head that title's like this tiny, because that's just how weird it looks. I need somebody to hold it on the shoulder because it annoys me. But you can tell me that Ricochet's your favorite thing on AEW television. I would not doubt that. I would actually be like, yeah, that makes sense, because he is just that. He's that entertaining and he's that good in the ring. So I mean,
bro, I love all the love that Rico's been getting since he left the Fed.
Yeah.
Because bro is able to say, you know what, do what you want, and let's see we can make it happen. And every time bro hits the ring on the mic, I've been cackling my ass off every single time until we got to this match here. Because bro didn't have to do AR Fox like that. He didn't have to do him in like.
You were hee ha ha until that AR Fox did.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, bro. ARD, he didn't want to be out there, but he's like, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna just come help because you're not my man's, but because you look like you need help, I'm gonna help you. You just do him dirty like that.
He didn't want to be there, but he heard TV time and he rushed out there. He was like, let's go.
Ridiculous shit. And then the end of it, we had fucking AR Fox get swooped. If I'm not mistaken, he got swooped. And then Jet Speed came out. They were trying to help.
Yep.
Boom, boom, bop. And then fucking the Hurt Syndicate got.
Hold on. Now I gotta back you up. They talked to Tony Schiavone at the top of the ramp, and they said they want to do Jet Speed versus Hurt Syndicate at All In. We kind of predicted that one. Kind of fair. Will they win? We don't know. That's when the Hurt Syndicate jump them, which I think was perfect. Because I think also they did like a thing where like Kevin Knight was holding his leg. He'll probably won't be on TV next week and rest him up for All In. It just, like you said, it'll be kind of skeleton crew until we get there, but perfect setup.
I'm cool
for
with that.
I'm all right.
As long as I know that the reason why there's no one there is because we're setting up for a big pay-per-view and like a lot of shit's gonna happen. I'm all for it.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
For 1 week, I'll be okay with it. I also want to say I'm mad that you really say you don't think that the Jet Speed's going to beat the Hurt Syndicate, because I think they will. Someone said on Twitter that they should keep the straps for 2 years.
Oh no! 2 years. What are they planning around? Okay, that's crazy. Oh no,
2 whole years.
I'm not saying that they should. I would love for a Jet Speed to win those tag titles. I'm just thinking, is the Hurt Syndicate so down for the business they'll lose on the biggest show of the year for their first run out there? And for all I know, they're down. For all I know, they're like, oh yeah, we'll lose to those guys. We like those guys. But I don't know. I'm not behind the scene, because I can totally imagine them going, yeah, the Hurt Syndicate, you're our biggest guy, or you're like our biggest merch sellers right now. You're our biggest non-babyface names right now. Go win All In. And I'd be like, yeah, no, it makes sense. But I would love for a Jet Speed title run, because I would love to watch them just defend the tag titles every week. They're amazing. I love those two.
I love Hurt Syndicate, but like the unfortunate with their title run right now is like their biggest thing was them being with MJF. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, kinda.
It's unfortunate, and I was hoping better for them, but maybe because they don't have like a tag team that's up there, maybe that's where Jet Speed comes in. But I just feel like for every other tag team that that I would think would be a good fit, like literally everyone's in another fucking story. Like we never usually have that on the other side. No reason to name them, but that like there's literally like you got FTR, they're beef with fucking Outrunners.
Yeah,
it's not, but it's like I'm not expecting nothing. It's just a beef, just to get some graps in and whatnot.
Because that's what I was gonna say. I think their biggest problem is it's the same thing that Private Party struggled with. They didn't get the big matches. They were just doing mid-card title guys, and I'm sorry, it's not exciting. If the Hurt Syndicate was a weaker act, this would have negatively affected them, but they're just such a good act that you kind of just ignore the fact that they've kind of been beating tag shitters. Like, they're not, like, beating FTR, who's doing a crazy good heel turn and wasting it right now, by the way. I don't know what's going on with them. If we want to, can we go to that really quick before we go back to MJF? FTR had a crazy good heel turn, and they're fighting nobodies. Why are we doing the Outrunners right now? That was like, I get to like fighting their friends or something. I don't care. You're not doing FTR's Hurt Syndicate right now. Or the crazy match for All In. Like, that's absurd to me.
Maybe that's why. Maybe after All In we'll get that, because right now MJF was probably the story that's probably going to take the longest. Unfortunately, I don't think that's what I can think of.
Because, like, regardless, FTR shouldn't be beefing with the Outrunners. Yeah, I get that the Bucks are heel, so you can't really do them with the Bucks. But it's like, because they don't do heel versus heel very well. Well, I mean, I guess they could. It's not. You want to watch another Bucks FTR match where they're both heels? I don't.
Why not?
I feel like it'd be kind of boring. I'm not over their tag matches, but unless there's some stakes in there, I kind of don't care enough to watch it.
I mean, we're gonna see who could out heel the other. I'm gonna kick you in the dick. I'm gonna bite your titty off. Like we're going. There's levels to it. I don't understand why like everyone's so so against having a face versus a face or a heel versus like I never got that. Like two bad guys could be like, you know what? I want to whoop your ass because I want to be the biggest bad guy.
And someone's always the baby face in the match. That's the problem.
Huh?
Someone's always gonna be the baby face. Because I mean, look at Ospreay Hangman. Ospreay was the heel in that match. You could tell by the way he acted. That promo he cut right before that was heel. So I mean, it's boring. Not boring. It's something that people just don't want to play around because it's not as it's not easy to write for because it's they gotta play that match out.
Because they haven't had me as a writer yet. That's why. Put me on a writer on the day. I promise you, we gonna see matches you never seen before. We gonna have matches where you lose, you get tased instantly. Instantly.
All right, Vince Russo, relax. Let me chill out. Jesus.
I'm telling you, bro.
Who's writing for this guy?
Listen, we're gonna have a lumberjack back. 10 niggas outside the ring, come out the ring getting tased by everyone until you get back in the ring.
How's he get in the ring? You're tasing him. How the hell are you gonna get back in the ring?
You go fight through it.
Through it is crazy work.
Yo, nope, I'm gonna hit TK up right now tonight.
Don't you dare.
TK, I got a match for you. You know who I'm playing that match? Mark Briscoe and Darby Allin.
Oh, they're both getting up. They actually might get tased. They're gonna tase each other in the match.
Listen. You got. Put me on the pen, coach. Put me on the pen.
But back to MJF. He came to talk a lot of shit. He's going to the Casino Battle Royal. I think he's in a 4-way next week to qualify. Interrupted by Mark Briscoe. Interesting enough, reports are saying that he wants to do a program with Mark Briscoe directly, which, cool. He said it's, quote, very important to him. So I would like to see that. I don't know what you do post All In, because I feel like that's kind of just a gimme, I guess, where they interact in the Casino Battle Royal. What did Briscoe say? Briscoe said he feels bad.
Pickle.
Yeah, he said he feels bad that he was bullied, but he has a tiny pee-pee, like basically TLDR. So he didn't care. He didn't care that he was getting bullied because he bullied him immediately right after. So, but yeah, Briscoe, which leads into the 4-way for the number 1 spot. This one was, and next week will be the number 2 spot, which was Briscoe, Takeshita, Roderick Strong, Bandito. Which, how can you have a bad match with those 4? It's literally impossible. Quite literally impossible. You want to talk about the winner, Meech? Meech, you want to talk about the winner?
No, I don't.
Meech, you want to talk about the winner?
I don't know why. I don't know why we have Mark Briscoe as the winner, bro. Like, you know what's crazy? And you know what's crazy? Everyone called me crazy when I said Takeshita wasn't winning. I said,
hands up, I also thought you were crazy. I thought that was an easy Takeshita win. I'm not going to lie to you. I also thought that.
I was called crazy. I said Takeshita wasn't winning. But the fact that I thought really they're going to throw curveball, have fucking Ned Flanders in that John. But the fact, I chose Bandito. But the fact we have Mark Briscoe.
Yes, the beloved babyface Mark Briscoe. I love Mark Briscoe. I don't see the problem with Mark Briscoe is. I don't see how you hate on Mark Briscoe all the time.
Bro, listen, maybe this is a slow burn, but like Mark Briscoe is not doing it for me, bro. I'm really trying. He's not doing it for me. The redneck kung fu kills me every single time.
I think he's just every time. I think that's the thing. I think he's just a fun guy doing shit. And I think that's why I like him. I mean, I also like Eddie Kingston, and I think those are just guys. Those are just dudes, just lads. And I think that's fun.
RJ, you're telling me you're like a guy. Hold on. You're telling me you like a guy that literally just does.
It's not all he does.
For slaps.
Yeah, that's not all he does. If that's all you saw in the match, I'm sorry, you should probably watch the rest of the match because there's probably another like 20-ish minutes around those shots.
Listen, RJ, maybe I see Eddie Kingston at a bad time where I was like, what the fuck is the dub? Like, what are we doing here? I mean, that's what turned me off of it for a long time because that shit killed me when I see it. Like, I will never forget it. I'll never forget the clip. I was like, you know what? I'm going to turn on to the dub. I was like, I'm going to give it a chance. The first thing I see is this man just
machine gun shops.
I'm like, and he's not slapping them hard. It's just a love tap. Yeah, what am I watching love taps for? I want to see you slap the living shit out. So I want to see red marks on your chest.
And you do after a while. You just gotta get the slaps out. I'm gonna call you when during that Casino Gaughlet Battle Royal when Eddie Kingston's music hits. I'm gonna call you, laugh, and then hang up. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call, laugh, hang up, and then just continue watching my show.
RJ, I promise you, I will crash out if I see his man. Right now, I don't want to see anything.
Once that music hits, I'm yelling. I'm like, let's go! I'm gonna take 2 shots for that one. I'm just gonna start drinking. I can't wait. I'm so excited for All In.
Oh man.
But
I don't know if I'm excited no more because man, you're gonna harass me.
I'm so excited for that Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal because I know there's gonna be some debuts, some returns. I'm so excited. They literally took like the Royal Rumble, put it into a nice format that can go anywhere, and it's perfect. It doesn't need its own pay-per-view, but it could if it really wanted to because it's just such a good match structure. I love that. What?
Now, this face I'm making is just like I want you to explain to me really quick. So, what do you mean they took the Royal Rumble, like type of match and put in Casino Gauntlet? Because to me, I would consider it an elimination chamber without the chamber.
There's literally like there could be 20 dudes in the ring all at once. They literally come out on a timer, one after one after one, and it's not predetermined. It's not predetermined. It's whoever comes out. Well, whoever comes out.
I was thinking of the wrong match where I thought this was going to be only like 5 folks in the ring, and that was it.
It's the Gaughlet. It'll be 2, and after 2 minutes, another guy, another guy, another guy. And then whoever gets the first pin, it's who wins. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the wrong match. Okay.
Like I said, like, what do you mean? How did they do the Royal Rumble? Well, I don't know. The whole entire structure of how people come out. The entirety.
Okay, that's my B. That's my B. Okay, but getting a pin though, the first pin is crazy.
Oh, it's so interesting because everybody's going for a pin. When there's like 12 dudes and you have to watch everybody, but also try to make sure you're getting a pin. Love that. I think that format's perfect, and it's so AEW. It's so like more wrestling focused than throwing somebody over the top and then people get distracted. Oh no, he got eliminated. It's so like you gotta watch every angle because at any point somebody could just end this match and you weren't even there or you'd even come out.
I mean, but there wouldn't be nothing wrong with that though. If you did like this, if you did the Royal Rumble aspect and you say let's say you have 30 folks in there, right? Maybe the first 15 you just throw them over the ring and like that's just what it is. You're out. But after you get to let's say like 10. Then it's a first pinfall. I think that would be tough.
I don't like that. You know what they should do? TNA tried to do it once. Do a regular Royal Rumble, 30 entrants. You do the entire, throw them over the top. The last 2 have to do a singles match, and then whoever wins that wins it. That would be gas. But,
cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, they won't do that. I think TNA did the other way. It's like 30 dudes started in the ring, and then you had to eliminate, and it's like it wasn't exciting, and then TNA just did TNA things. So.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't
but
like that at all.
Whatever. Moving on to the Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal for the women's side. So excited for that. Surprised by the winner. I'll be honest with you. And you're going to be surprised when I say this. I knew Athena wasn't winning this one. I knew she wasn't going to win this.
Oh, yeah, most of.
They're setting her up for a singles match with Thunder Rosa, I think, for All In. Which, fair, it's her home state or city? Is it just the state?
I think it's the state.
It's just state?
But,
regardless. You want Athena.
Hold on. You can't say that because the way you say it, I just don't like how you say it. You just like, Athena was never going to win. Like, I had hopes that she's going to win, but I had a feeling they weren't going to give it to her, though.
Did you want Athena in her hometown of doing all this good work to not have a singles match, though? Do we want her in the Gauntlet Battle Royal? Because I don't. I'd like for her to be fighting Monet for the world title, but that's, this isn't the world we're living in, right? We gotta wait till after All In for that. But, the pop would be huge, but I feel like having her in a singles match, especially with how good she is, and then you'll give her Thunder Rosa, who's also really good, and also can take the loss for the ROH title. I feel like that's a better, not necessarily reward, because she's not winning a new title or anything, but that's a bigger moment than the Casino Battle Royal. Unless she won it. You know what? If she had won it, fine, but then also you risk her getting pinned by Monet again. So, I don't know if they want to do that.
I think that Thunder Rosa, and I'm forever be a Thunder Rosa fan.
Yes.
Thunder Rosa and Athena are bigger than the ROH title separately and combined. I think Athena, for whatever reason, I understand her gimmick is she's gonna be the forever champ. And I'm all for it because right now no one is like really on her level right now in the ROH realm, or right now
in AEW. I'm
and the dub right now either.
Yeah.
But I think we really get like, I hate that we're wasting her All In moment on this mat for this strap. And I know like we're not gonna have her lose, but I really want her to lose this damn title so she can come onto the dub and like come on the main roster and we could get like actual stories.
But is it a waste again, if it's a title she's been holding for over 500 days? Like
it's not a waste.
She's the longest running ROH champion ever. Not women's, not of the modern era, ever. So all the history that ROH already made, she's making it again right now. So is it really a waste for Athena?
It's not a waste. However,
consider it a waste, at least.
I'm not going to consider it a waste, but however, though, as you grow, sometimes because everything is being really good for you, you might get complacent and you not want to do anything. And I don't want that for her because I don't want to waste her talents just being.
Yeah, in ROH.
Like I don't want to put disrespect on ROH because I don't want to be like, oh, like, you know, on ROH, but really that's what it is though. It's like the dub, then ROH, and it's like no one's really watching ROH unless you're paying for the subscription, or, you know, if you're doing other things that must not be named. However,
that's fair.
I feel like we'll be better off seeing her on the dub where everyone will love her and she can have the AEW strap and a feud with Monet at least 3 times over.
I think that's next for her is a full call because she is very much beloved online in audience. I feel like it's definitely in the cards, and I hope it is sooner than later. This winner did still shock me. Chris Statlander, not mad at it, but then I guess when you look at it, who else was gonna win it? I guess because Willow
that shocked you.
Yeah, cause I thought I thought it'd be Willow. I thought it was gonna be Willow Nightingale, and I guess it's not.
Oh.
Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like.
Unfortunately,
I would literally put
right now.
every title on Willow Nightingale. I'd put the AEW men's title on Willow Nightingale.
Bro, I know you would, and I would too.
Shocked.
But I don't think she wasn't winning that. I only peeped it. Only peeped it because Yuta was trying to get in her brain, and I already knew when she was in this match, Yuta was gonna come out and help her. I didn't think Marina was gonna come, but Yuta was definitely gonna slide out.
I actually thought that's why she was gonna lose. I thought Marina or Rita was going to come out, and that distraction of her trying to get rid of Yuta is why Willow won. That's why I thought Willow was going to win. That's why I'm shocked that she took this. But so like, do they want Chris Statlander, the Death Riders? Because like, I think so.
Yuta's been licking her ear and been speaking sweet nothings and telling her slide on over to Death Row, baby.
But aren't we ending the Death Riders after All In when Mox loses that title? Why are we still trying to recruit new members?
Because we got to prepare for what's going to happen after Mox loses.
I kind of thought they'd all go away for a while.
So instead of just getting rid of the Death Riders, we keep them as a faction and we just progress on with life. They don't have the straps. We see a story where they figured shit out. Mox is going to go away. Like, we literally all know he's going to go away unless he's a crazy-ass motherfucker. He said, no, fuck a break. I'm going to keep working. Then we'll just...
If he is. If he's a crazy motherfucker. He is. He would if he wants to. I bet you he'd like to take a break, though. He's been terrorizing us for almost a full year. I think he probably wants to go take a break or something. At least for a week.
And I think when he leaves, Yuta takes over the group, and he got to recruit. So... and then on top of we recruit Chris Statlander. You know why? Because we're about to get the AEW women's tag team straps. And you know who'll be a good team? Marina and Chris.
You think they do Marina and Chris and not Willow and Chris?
Yes, Marina and Chris, because Chris is about to hit a heel turn, and Willow is going to find someone who could be on her team. Anna Jay, Tay Mello, even their team.
They're a team. I'll say they're already
No. That's what I'm saying. They're a team. Like we're building up this shit to have a women's tag team. We'll just need to find a partner.
Hey, apparently they had that for it's Chris. It's her best friend. They did a full year tag run together, which is with no titles for some reason.
RJ, please don't blow me, bro.
I don't see Chris Statlander going back to heel after that crazy
Why not?
heel turn. Because they turned her heel, did nothing, and turned her back the week after.
This is to make up for it.
It's not going to make up for it, though. I don't think it's going to make up for it. That's just going to be boring.
So what? You rather just see her deal with Willow for the rest of her time in AEW?
I think her and Willow are just going to win
No. Yes or no, dog.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, yeah. Because I think even when Willow wins the world title, it's still going to be those two. They're forever intertwined. The problem is they got to space out the forever intertwined part, and maybe we can, be more appreciative because they do put on banger matches regardless. At the end of the day, it's just.
But like I told you with them, like I love them when they wrestle, but I'm tired of seeing them. It feels like every 2-3 months that they always got some type of little beef, and then they got to wrestle to get out their angers against each other, then go about the days. I don't want to see that. I want to see, like, I don't want to compare.
I do.
I really do. I don't want to compare, but I want to see where we have like a Okada and Kenny 5, but on the flip side we have Willow Chris Statlander 7 or 8, but it happens once or twice every Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
Not just to beat the shit out of each other.
Wednesday. Not on a Wednesday. Yeah.
No, not gonna be a Wednesday.
Nah, it could be it could be an all-in 2026. You know, 'cause I'm tired of it. Because I think they're too good of wrestlers to still do this thing where they're kind of It's almost like the Mellow Best of 7, where it's like that was cool, but they said it was a best of 7, so you expected them to fight every week. These two, it's like they just can't stop wrestling each other, and I'm like, there's a whole division for you both to wrestle that I know. Why am I like? I could see a Willow Queen Amanada match right now, and I'm not seeing that on my TV, and I would like to see that on my TV. But I mean,
Tony, bro.
Whatever. But before we move on to the main event, I don't gonna lie to you. I need Willow to pull my hair like she pulled Chris's. Like, okay, so Hangman Adam Page took on Beast Muertos in a just singles match, I guess. There was no real stakes. I mean, I guess because he did kind of interrupt the main event.
I hate you so
much. No,
I
said what I said. He kind of interrupted the main event, even though he didn't do anything during the match. But I guess Beast Muertos had some beef with that. It sounds like Monet talks.
Hold on. I had a question.
Because all of a sudden...
Wait. Let me ask this question.
Main eventing Dynamite is crazy.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you. So do you think, because I've been seeing internet went crazy for this when this was announced. And I just want to know, do we see another Mercedes Hogan?
I don't.
Is that what we see?
I'm just saying.
I don't think so.
We could make the excuse last week. They were in Mexico. That was his old promotion. It makes sense. It doesn't really because he's in a faction. That faction has nothing to do with that storyline. Whatever. CMLL, they wanted their boy back. Cool. We back in the States, dog. How you made event in a Dynamite randomly? That just don't seem right.
It's not, but I don't think it's randomly though.
It's definitely not randomly. But you know what I mean. It's funny to say it like that.
But he's been really working.
Yes.
Like, bro, every time he comes to the ring, like he's always putting on a show. And I've been saying it for almost a full year. Put a strap on him and let's see what he can do with him.
Yeah.
He don't gotta talk.
Nope.
He gets love, and nigga has not talked for a year. I've been watching the dub fully.
Bro doesn't talk on Twitter. Bro growls on Twitter. So
he says is raw.
Yeah, bro growls on Twitter.
So much love. Bro takes a picture on Twitter, and this is all you see.
Yeah. And I
don't get it. Like, I want to say how we're not capitalizing on this or his mask. I don't see it.
I don't know how we're not capitalizing on that either. That's crazy.
Like,
Monday's a lucky woman. So if you need any examples of Muertos earning us a main event spot for Dynamite, this match is just perfect for it. I mean, Hangman's a main event star level talent, and he put on a phenomenal match.
I hope though we get this man the strap. I'm not saying the AEW World strap. That's not what I'm saying. We could put the TNT strap on him if we want to. We could put the new unified straps on him.
Terrible name.
Or we give a fuck around and put the tag straps on him and put him in a prominent tag storyline. But because he don't talk, I don't think we're gonna go that route. So it'll be TNT or the unified strap.
Yeah,
and then we go from there.
Yeah, and I want to talk more about the TNT strap here in a second, but let's get to this end sequence. Hangman wins. Let's go out.
Yep.
Young Bucks, EVP trigger. Yep. You sons of bitches.
Yep.
Death Riders come out, choke Hangman. I wish I was choking Hangman. He ended up. I couldn't hold it. Damn it! I tried to hold it. I couldn't hold it. I stand by what I said, but I couldn't hold it in. Yeah. So they kind of choked out Hangman again. He's gonna go do other stuff, probably PR, probably rest up for the big show. Makes sense that he won't be on the show. And also, funnily enough, he won't be there next week probably because it'll be an injury angle. Swerve also got suspended for next week, so they won't interact until you get closer to the go home. It all makes sense. Well, we're gonna get that that big cathartic team up something hint before All In, probably on the go home episode. But as you can see, they're letting their stars rest, which is completely understandable.
Yeah.
Okay, Collision. Not a lot to talk about, but something I want to talk about, and I touched on it last week.
What the fuck?
What? That was it.
No.
What? It choked them out. Oh, what? Do you want to talk about the ops coming out?
Please put the respect on them, bro.
They haven't done anything.
It don't matter but they're there. That means they might come out.
But yeah, of course they're gonna come out. Them, Eddie. Yeah, no.
Hey, we're not talking.
I know. We'll talk All In when we get closer. But yeah, they didn't do anything. Like the whole point was they choked out Hangman. I didn't think it was important enough. I didn't care.
Maybe our audience wanted to know, RJ.
Watch the fucking episode then. We've been here for 46 minutes. When we talk about the ops going from here to here, fine. The ops came out, they ran off the Death Riders, and the episode ended. Mox did this. Mox did it in the camera, and that was it. That was the whole thing. That's all the ops did.
That's all I wanted to get out.
Moving on to Kyleision.
Absolutely. Oh my fucking God.
There wasn't a lot to talk about, but I had two main topics I want to talk about.
I'm about to say, I really hope you didn't have a lot, because I'm like...
No, there's not.
Okay. Wait, whoa. Time out. I just got to give a shout out. Because I want to make sure...
I'm rant for a second, so go on.
No, that's right. Because I've been looking at a 10 right now. I don't see you going to have it on here. But I wanted to say, we got to give a shout out to Vert Vixen, because they put her in a match with Megan Bayne, and boy... Vixen was showing she ain't no punk bitch. That's for damn sure.
Facts.
I'm sorry I had to go up against Megan Bayne, but she made a fan out. But she definitely made a fan out of me.
That's a big woman. That's a lot of woman.
Yeah.
To fight, so I mean,
but she wasn't showing she ain't no punk bitch, because god damn, I give respect for her. She made a fan out of me. I need to see her on the Collision again.
Cool. Now that we're talking about Collision, does the TNT title have to still be on Adam Cole? Listen, I love Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. But I said it last week, they're getting to the point where I can't recognize when they're on my screen. They are a blur of nothing right now. And I'm not going to lie to you. Slide them into the mid-card and take that title and put it on somebody important. I am a slight defender of those three, because I love their wrestling. When the bell rings to start the match, and the bell rings to end the match, love them. I full attention, my eyes are glued to the screen. The second it's over, or the time before it, I don't want to see Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, or Roderick Strong. And it's making me mad, because like I said, I like those guys. But we got to get that TNT title off of them right now, because that shit, and I think that would really help Collision for their main title to have a guy that really is in there, like a Kyle Fletcher, a Beast Mortos, somebody else though, because I need, maybe I'm just fatigued because we had to go through that bullshit Adam Cole MJF feud again. After a really good version, injury, and then a really bad version, I'm just over it. I love you, Adam. If you weren't going to win that world title back before that injury, you kind of just got to be okay with being a crowd favorite in the middle of the card. I'm kind of over it. And that's not me saying he's bad at wrestling or bad at being an entertaining presence. I before and after the bells, I cannot tell what's going on. They don't seem like they're doing anything with that title at all. So, hands up. I hate to be on your side, but I need Adam Cole to lose that TNT title.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
No, don't be proud of you, because Adam Cole's a phenomenal wrestler. It's just so boring. So boring. And because, speaking of Kyle, that's the other thing I want to talk about. But I can't be interested until the bell rings. It's upsetting. It's actually upsetting. How do you feel about that?
No, RJ, you usually aggravate me. Every time we do a dub show, you always find a way to aggravate me.
Yes.
You had me. I was with you the whole way till you said that you can't tell them apart. Stop lying.
It's not that I can't tell them apart. It's that they're like white noise when they're on my screen, where I'm just like, I'm not paying attention. I'm zoned out at that point because they're just so boring.
When they come to backstage segments, they're ass. Kyle don't do nothing for me. Adam Cole only got to what he says. Adam Cole, baby. That's the only time he got me. Who's the other one? Ned Flanders.
Roderick Strong.
Ned Flanders.
He's
terrible. Terrible.
No, he's not.
Terrible. Absolutely. I'm capping when I say absolutely terrible. I'm capping.
I've watched terrible. And that's not one of the best in-ring performers. How dare you? The Messiah, the backbreaker. Don't you?
Okay.
Talk your talk.
I'm not saying I took it back when I said he's absolute ass, but for you to call him the Messiah is fucking ridiculous.
Messiah of the backbreaker is what he is.
Okay, my fault.
That's
okay.
what they call him.
With a name like that, I rescind my last year. Bro's ass. Next thing, I like to say, I definitely agree with you though. that Adam Cole needs to lose the strap.
Soon.
DG doesn't need it. Again.
I think he does, just not from Adam Cole. Like later, he can regain it later. But right now, it's just gotta get off of Adam Cole. It's gotta go on somebody interesting.
This will be the time where you maybe throw in Blake Christian. You know, you maybe throw in. You could throw in Hologram.
Yeah,
Commander.
Mr. Undefeated. Like, I don't know, something. Because you gotta get out of heel first, so that way it's a big cathartic win for Hologram. But just put it on somebody else. Put it on Mortos. And then have Mortos Hologram again. For the TNT title.
Put it on to, what's his name? I just had it and then you talked and I forgot it.
That's my bad.
But now you're fine. We have a plethora of folks that's in the dub though that we could put the TNT strap on. And I don't know why we're not doing it or why we're not putting on absolute banger of matches on Saturday night for the TNT strap.
Yeah, it's so
because
boring.
bro, like I don't understand. Like we have this whole thing where we wanted DG to lose the strap to Adam Cole because Adam Cole was going to be this some type of championship hero that we all wanted. We got the man with the strap, and bro hasn't done not a damn thing with it. All I see him do is beef with DG for whatever reason. Yeah. I don't know why.
And he's beefing with the Don Callis family. Which is like, I understand that for like to get it to Kyle, but then, okay, can we start doing that to get it to Kyle? Because they had the one match, and it was it. I need them to...
Or for that's what I wanted to say. We could put the goddamn strap on Brian Cage. Who's better than Cage? Nobody. Like, why are we not putting this shit on Brian Cage?
When's the last time we seen Brian Cage on
TV? Bro was hurt. He got a knee replacement.
Oh, was he? Oh, damn, really?
Yes. And 3 days later, bro was in the gym, damn near squatting 500 pounds on a brand new knee.
I believe it.
If that doesn't show a goddamn Terminator that deserves a strap, I don't know what does.
We just gotta get that shit off of Adam Cole at this point. Because, like, my boy Adam, love you. Black and Gold NXT was great. We gotta just rely you on nostalgia at this point, and again, that AEW World Title win would have been so great back at All In 2 years ago. That ankle injury really f***ed it up. I completely understand, and I sympathize. We have moved past that, and unless they want to start giving you something to do to get you hyped up there, I don't think you can, because I think the matches would be fine with Adam Cole in the main event guys, but Adam Cole doesn't sound like a main event character. Like, the character isn't there, so it doesn't. The matches will be fine, but I'm not expecting Adam Cole to beat Hangman, Swerve, Will, Mox. It's you got to build him up, and this TNT title isn't doing it. It's just not doing it.
Before we get to our last segment, I'll like say, you know what this division, or I'll like say this TNT division angle picture is missing?
A star.
And you're gonna be like, really? Jay White though.
I can't agree with you. I want Jay White in the main event.
All right, get the fuck out of here. Next segment. Yeah, fuck out
I still think
Next
Jay
segment.
White should have fought Mox back in August.
Grand
Slam. So I got him up there with the main event guys. I'd say the unified title would be the lowest I'm putting Jay White, but that's just me. I'm also a Jay White guy. But yeah, no. I can also see it doing the TNT title, but I get really hype when he does his promos talking about being the AEW World Champion, so I don't put him and Adam Cole anywhere near each other because the match would be phenomenal, but Jay White's character work is so much better. He's more of a surprise main event guy than anybody else, especially Adam Cole. Like, you could put him in a main event. I wouldn't blink an eye, but also his character work is good enough that it works. Because he did it once, and unfortunately had that bullshit match with MJF, and I never want to talk about it again. So, let's talk Kyle's. Because I don't know what happened on Twitter.
Wait, whoa.
Was there another thing? There was another thing on there. It was the main event.
Yeah, whoa!
Shit, I forgot about that. You know why? Because we talked about him earlier and I forgot about it. Alright, fine. Talk about that fucker then. Do it, coward.
Hey, you're not going to disrespect my guy Ricochet like that. But now,
we're in 55 minutes, so.
This is my time to shine. I'm going to make this real quick. AR Fox pretty much he pressed Ricochet. He's like, "Hey, yo, bro." I'm paraphrasing, but this is what he really wanted to say. He said, "Bro, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why you do this to me? Why you left me when we was in the middle of war?" Ricochet, that got nothing to do with me, son. Facts. And literally, before AR even got time to really rebuttal, guess who pulls up to the help on Ricochet, get into motherfucking agony. And you know who called that? I did.
He did do that.
And I love that how we got here. There's nothing extra. They didn't do a lot of talking. They just pretty much beat the fuck up out AR Fox.
Yep.
And then Ricochet was like, you know what? Let's go talk about some shit real quick. And that was the end of it. I love it.
That's all you needed. I still think I liked when you pitched it the first time. I liked that they did it. I don't know what they're going to be doing until All In, because I feel like once All In passes when they really start to heat up. But I think them just beating people up every week, I'm down for it. I love to see it.
Listen, this is the faction that takes on the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, I can see them being the ones that take the titles off them if they decide not to lose them at All In. It makes sense.
And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I'm all right with that.
I've been saying, again, another team I've been saying for months, we got to get here. We got to get to Agony to a point where they can get the tag straps. By God, we made it. I just want to get that out. And it's crazy how you're going to get to the main event and you miss another part that happened on Collision. Unless I'm tripping and this John happened on Dynamite. But are we not going to talk about how fucking Mercedes Moné beat the fuck about Tony?
Oh, yeah, I did have that written down, didn't I? I think I meant to. I mean, yeah. I did question after Grand Slam Mexico because they did the Tony jumping Mercedes angle. I think commentary said it where they're like, they're bringing more aggression to this, and I thought, I guess. But this did show that they're probably going to be throwing hands on site for the next few weeks, which, nice.
Wait.
I like that for them. What?
And I can't wait for that. And I also like to add that Monet has been doing so much better when it comes to promos and whatnot. I think she's been doing really good. Even though I thought her promos were already good, but like us seeing her not like be real jokey or not, she like being real serious and telling her like, listen, I ain't the bitch to mess with.
Yeah.
And I love that. I just want to put that out there.
I still love the line from Tony. I don't think I said it last week. The I have to beat you, but you have to kill me. I think that's a great line. That's a banger bar right there. But yeah, and then this week, of course, Mercedes say, "I'm going to kill you, bitch." And I think that's exactly what they are. Like I said, I'm so like at a level already that it's
easily amused.
Easily amused? How? The fuck are you talking about?
I
Because
mean,
that bitch dropped a fire bar and you mad about it? That's crazy.
She didn't say nothing that was great. Like,
I have to beat you, but you have to kill me? That's not a fire bar?
No.
Nah, you just don't care. You got no passion. You've got zero passion. Zero passion in your bones.
Oh my God.
You've never cared about anything, clearly, because that's a bar. So
I don't see how. But
let's talk main event. Kyle in a Kyle match for the title of Kyle. Dog, I don't know what happened. Twitter was on fire. Everybody was on fire. Fucking the live crowd was on fire for Kyle Fletcher versus Kyle O'Reilly. And honestly, they could have called it the match of all Kyles, because the crowd was chanting Kyle all fucking night. There was, we won Kyle forever. We hurt Kyle. Holy Kyle. And my favorite, you sick Kyle. I don't know what happened, but that crowd, I want them back because that was funny. I don't know what like social media thing happened that got everybody in a building to come together to do that. But hey, it worked. Whose house? Kyle's house? That was the best match of the night. Honestly, it might be the best match of the week. I'd give it a match of the week just for the crowd by itself. That shit was gas. What, Kyle? You didn't like the Kyles, Kyle? Kyle?
1, relax.
Kyle.
2, like, I'm just not easy. Like, I'm just a
You're so
rare wrestler.
Boring, dude. We want Kyle. Chance.
Bro,
have fun.
God.
You don't like anything.
you I don't know where this whole notion is I don't like anything fun. Like, I be sitting there laughing all the time. There's certain things just don't make me laugh. That the Kyle stuff was okay, but you know.
I'm sorry, did they need to write a sophisticated poem for you to get a little chuckle out of you? Should they have done a Kyle haiku? And you know what? I've been in the episode. I don't want to talk about Kyle.
Oh my.
Listen, that Kyle shit was funny. because it was community based. That's why it was so funny to me. Because you can't get wrestling fans to agree on fucking anything, but you got a whole crowd of them to chant, "You sit Kyle, we hurt Kyle, and Kyle forever." Like, that's crazy. Nobody prompted them to do that. They were just doing it, and that's fun. And you know why?
That's right. I don't believe it.
And you know why I say you don't like fun? Because anytime any wrestler does anything to do anything to get the crowd hype, you go, "I didn't like that." You got the show every week.
God, no.
Kenny Omega hits the mat to the Terminator beat, and you go, "Why does Kenny Omega do that?" I'm surprised you don't hate the Who's House, Swerve's House. It's just fan engagement. And every time you're just like, "Oh, I don't like that." And I'm like, God, Dad, like something.
I do. Who's how I swear who's better than Cage? No, but I'm with a lot of stuff, just not the Kyle stuff.
If Ricochet had done it, and they called him Rico Kyle, he would have been all over this.
They call him bald, and I cheer for him being bald. So I do have fun.
Bald. That's fair. But yeah, that was your week of AEW. Unfortunate that we had Collision on a Thursday. Means we're kind of out of AEW until next week, which, I mean, great, I guess, because then they get to rest, but also I'm just going to rewatch Grand Slam Mexico, to be honest with you, because y'all be damned if I'm watching what the other company's making right now. But yeah, any closing thoughts out of you, Michi Black?
Because right now, like, it wasn't really like a crazy week, to be completely honest. It was just like a story filler. That's really what it was, honestly. Like, I don't got nothing. But it was decent. It was decent. I can't wait for next week, though.
I'm excited for the Go Home episode, but I'm so excited for All In. If you are also excited for All In, I want you to go down into the comment section below. Tell me what you're looking forward to the most. Tell me how you feeling about the builds for everything going into it so far. And honestly, winner predictions down for the Casino Battle Royals. Both of them. Or Gauntlets. I'm sorry. Battle Gauntlets. Both of them. I personally could see Willow and maybe a returning Jay White, but that men's one is so muddy. I can't fully commit to that for the men's, but I'll hold that one to the chest right now. I think that's where I'll keep that one.
Since we're doing this early prediction, I'm gonna say Willow and Hologram
for AEW World Title shot. Huh? Really?
Yeah, Hologram.
Fair enough.
I gotta be different. I have to be different. If I'm gonna go with my heart, I'm gonna pick Hologram.
And
but
you know what?
Actually,
he lied. He was Ricochet. I knew it. Dude, I know it.
I can't because Ricochet is right now. He just got himself a Gates of Agony right now. Like,
but what's
I
he
don't
doing
think that
for All In now. So I mean, he'll probably do that. He'll probably be in the Gauntlet Battle Royal.
He'll probably be in the Gauntlet, but I don't think they'll have him win right now.
Facts. But I mean, he could.
But
especially if they're going to have him hold it like they did with Christian last year. Because we don't know if it's a set date or if they're doing that again. Kind of hope they do. Then I kind of hope they don't because they messed up the Christian one.
Yeah, they definitely did. If we're not going to do Commander, I'll pick Beast Mortos.
Beast Mortos.
I said Commander Hologram. Beast Mortos.
That's still crazy picks. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Appreciate you. And we'll see you when we fucking see you.
Oh, about time you guys grow up. Damn.
All right, bro. Come on. It's a reference to the thing.